Hello, I'm Tiger, and welcome back to the video. So one of the things about the brand new version of Minecraft that we've just kind of accepted now is that it will be replacing the old version of Minecraft for the most part if you want to keep getting updates, and although for a lot of builders this seems like you're kind of just trading in for a new version of the game without any real benefit, one of the things I've been trying to do is kind of make it seem like more of a positive, because although there are downsides to the Switch, there's also a lot of upsides, and I figured let's talk about some of those, especially for builders in today's video, because there's a lot of builds that I've thought about doing before, but realized they just weren't possible on the old version of Minecraft, that are entirely possible and are doable on such a giant scale on this new version that I wanted to talk about and show them to you all in today's video. So here's 5 builds you can have possibly done before that you can now totally do in the brand new version of Minecraft, and yeah, I'm going to be showing you how to do each of them one by one, as well as what the benefits each of them are, so maybe I can inspire you to build something in this new version of Minecraft, or maybe just convince you that, yeah, there's some benefits as well as some losses. So hopefully you do all enjoy this video. Like if you do like it, because it helps out the channel out, and let's know you do like seeing this many llamas crammed into this smaller space. But yeah, with that said, let's get straight into the very first one, the obvious thing that you couldn't do before that now you can, although it's not obvious for everyone. Like, I remember this like once a week or so, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this or that, and I start thinking about it. But yeah, basically, before in the old version of Minecraft, there was a mob limit, and this mob limit, it varied depending on the mob and depending on your game situation, but it was somewhere in the region of about 100. They upped it a few times, but it's about 100 most of the time. However, in the brand new version of Minecraft, there is no mob limit. You can spawn in 1,000 llamas if you want to, but you'll probably lower your frame rate, and I did this with pigs, and when you get to about 500, you just tank your frame rate and your game becomes unplayable. So you have to be careful not to breed too many llamas, but even having this many llamas, this is pretty much the entire mob cap from before. As you can see, we've reached the mob cap, and there's no degradation in frame rate. But the funny thing is if you make a tiny little llama farm like this, they all like get really cramped together, and you can have this like ridiculously, funny looking thing where they're all, trapped together in the same space like this, and I really love seeing it. So you can do this with any mob you want to. You can have intense llama farms, you can have intense, like pig farms, intense cow farms, intense any farm you want to, but the one I think has the most, possibilities with it is the intense sheep farm, because although having this many llamas is just kind of a fun thing, having this much sheep means you could shear and get like, 500 wool from one shearing, and even more, because again, there's no limit to how many you can have, and I think that's kind of useful. If you want to do this in creative, by the way, because this video is, it's set up for survival players too, but I've been using this for creative to make things a bit easier, you can use the repeating command block with just /summon llama, and then you want to turn off needs redstone for a second, and if you just do this very quickly, turn it on to always active, and then you press B. Okay, so we have to get out there then. Oh, no, we have to stop this. We have to, okay, we're getting out there. We're getting out there before it lags. Then basically, yeah, you can, we're getting as far away from those llamas as we can, because now they're going to lag that part of the game, and they're going to destroy that. So I don't know how we turn that off, but basically, I think we just broke that corner of my world right now, because, yeah, you want to be really careful with those command blocks, because otherwise something like that might just happen. So with that said, let's talk about the second... I can't go back there now, all my games are in. But yeah, let's talk about the second thing that you can do in this version of Minecraft, which is actually the item frame wall. So previously there was an item frame limit in the game. But as of this update, there is, as of this new version, oh no, we got within the range of the block again, so let's just get out there. As of this new update, there is no limit on how many item frames you can place in one world, which means if you have a giant wall like this is just the start of what you can do. This is about like 200, 300 item frames. You can place them, you can fill them all, and you can have this amazing looking wall. But do you want to go even bigger than that? Do you want to cover a bigger mountain? Do you want to just make a giant, like, oh, okay, we got back from the... the range of the things again. Again, using command blocks to do it, not necessarily recommended. But yeah, then you can do that by placing your thing like that. So with that said, I want to be really careful to avoid that thing. The second thing you can do is you can have a giant wall of item frames, and I really love the fact that item frames are unlimited, because before, the fact that they caused lag was kind of weird and counterintuitive to me, and it's good that they fixed it, or they at least, they changed the way the item frame render in this version, so you can have as many as you like, and it doesn't cause any lag. The only thing that causes lag is the llamas somewhat close nearby. So let's move on to the third thing you can do this brand new version, which is the giant like collection of cauldrons. So I did one that's about 100 by 100 here. I think that's about 100. No, it's about 50 by 50. Sorry, my bad. So we've got about 50 by 50. Okay, we're back within the llama spawner. About 50 by 50 collection of cauldrons, as you can see right here. And the fascinating thing about this is, although it takes ages to fill, because you have to manually do that, so make sure you watch out. Although it does take ages to fill, so you want to be cautious about that. The thing about this that you want to keep in mind is the fact that if you fill it entirely with water, you can make beautiful art that can be seen from above. So for instance, what I can actually do is, blue water isn't that different to see, but we can make colourful water in any kind of form we want. In fact, let's go blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. So that's going to be kind of tricky right here, and you can make these like really cool patterns, and you can make art essentially using these cauldrons. So this one's really good for survival. You need a lot of iron, so maybe get ready for that. But the fact that now water can be dyeable means you can make this amazing art stuff that, again, You can, from the ground down here, like, this doesn't look too great, right? It's just like, oh, this is kind of nice. But as we get higher up, you can see how that could be this amazing... You can make art, essentially, in this new version. You can make pixel art colored water, and that's something we've never seen before. And I think it's the next level of impressiveness. Like, it's just a thing we've never been able to do before that now you totally can. So this next thing involves me getting close to those llamas. So if I crash the game, trying to break that command block, because that's all I have to do. I just have to run in there, break the command... Oh, actually, I'll drop TNT from the sky, assuming they don't... Okay, no, they do render in regardless. So, yeah, that's my plan right here. I think if I just get way above them... Okay, no, even getting, like, that close to them. Because I want to show you my next thing here, which is the armor stand. So, if the game crashes, then I died for a good cause. Trying to shut down the llama spawner. Okay, we're getting in there. We're getting in there. This thing is being broken. Doesn't matter how low the frame rate's going to get for this. Okay, that's a lot of llamas. Okay, so that goes to show just how many llamas the game now supports. You can have this many llamas in an area if you want to. And, okay, we're here. Oh, this is me fooling, by the way, directly. We should have to punch this thing as fast as... Oh, no, okay, as fast as we can. Just pray we can destroy that block. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. So as soon... It's funny, the fact that this is a real danger in your Minecraft world now, although it kind of sucks because, like, it's a console game and you want it to be running stably. Okay, we can find it, we can find it. There's the block. Oh, I might have punched it there. I might have gotten it. No, we're gonna get that. We can do it, we can do it. I'm, like, staring, but I'm never, like, I'm always staring at it. Okay, there we go. Just keep punching. I think I got it. Okay, no, I didn't get it. Okay, so I might have to skip until the block has destroyed, and then I'll get back to you with the fourth best build you can do. So that is this part of the world officially broken. I mean, in case you're curious, you're like, Toycat, that's not that many llamas you saw before. Now you can see that's a lot of llamas. I don't, like, you can't even really individually comprehend any one of those llamas. There's just a sea of color. Interestingly, a lot more white than there is, beige and brown. Interesting comment on llama colors right there. But we're just going to get away from that command block. And maybe we could cover this place with something later. We're going to work our way to kill all the llamas. We need to just get rid of that command block, really. Oh, what I'll do is I'll use the fill command to replace the command block. That's what I'll do. Okay. So we just get out of here. Just get out. And then we'll cover that in bedrock. That's the plan. That's the plan. And we're getting out of here. There, we're out there. Okay, so we didn't break the block yet, but now the goal. You see, we've got to go minus in the Z-axis that way. Quite a few blocks, and we're going to cover it in bedrock. That's the plan here. So let's assume that's like 40 to 50 blocks away, right? Let's say about here. And if we had to guess, it's about negative 40 blocks away. So here's how we do that, actually. Oh, in which coordinate? In the Z coordinate. So we leave everything else at 0. So do it there to see where the wall goes. It's a lot further out than I realized. Okay, we're firing, and we're also 1 block out anyway, so we gotta fire a lot further that way. Oh no, we're back in the lag zone. Okay, so that's broken the command block at least. We'll test that it has into this mountain. Like, we'll see if it like cuts through the mountain like it should. So we've removed the block. Now we have to place some TNT around there. Now I just have to somehow get over there. Somehow make this happen. Or I could homing potion them, but it's fine. Okay, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. I've covered up the spawner with bedrock. I've replaced the spawner. The infinite llamas have stopped coming, but there's still so many llamas there that we break our game if we even try to come close. So we've placed some TNT, and now my theory is if we place some redstone blocks, then we've just created a way with commands to destroy a lot of llamas without going near there. Again, if we try to go close, we basically crash the game, so I have to do it without seeing my enemy. But we'll place a redstone block here. Oh no, we missed a little bit. Okay, right there. That should have caused some activation. Apparently it did not. Does redstone block not activate? Hey, oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so they went flying. And they didn't actually take anything out. Interesting. Okay, we'll try a little bit to the right of this then. Like over here, maybe. We'll put the TNT next to the redstone blocks. And maybe that's the solution we wanted here. Okay, a little bit to the right again. Okay, messed up one more time. I got this, though. There we go. So that's next to the... That should take out some... As long as... All I need is for some of that TNT to drop. Which I don't think it'll do until I get close. But if I get close, it's all over. Oh, there we go, there we go. Something's happening. Something's happening right now. I think the TNT is activating. Again, we're seeing random bits fly off. We're not seeing any real progress here. Do we just have to get close? Do we bite the bullet? Do we go in? Okay, so we lower our settings to minimum. We want the minimum interference on this. We don't care about... Oh. We don't care about any of this stuff. We don't need that anti-aliasing. Or particles even. Just I'm done with that. Whatever. Just make this happen, game. Make it happen. Go. Go. You can do it. I'm just going to hold forwards. And run all the way across. And see the madness happen. Oh, yes, yes. I know dead llamas is not usually a happy sight. But in this case, that is the sign the lag is going away. Oh my god. Have you ever seen tens of thousands of llamas, presumably, all die in the same spot from TNT at once? This is something you could not do on the old version. It's a challenge you'd never face, but the fact... Oh my god. And the game isn't crashing for all of this. Like, admittedly, it's pretty impressive. So as you can see, that's a lot of dying llamas. Oh, and it's happened! It's happened! We did it! We've proven that no matter... We had to destroy so much to get here. But we're at least at 4 FPS now as opposed to point something. That's a lot of lever. That's a lot... Oh, we choked some too. My bad. But here we are. We did it. We're safe. We saved the world. And all we had to do was destroy... How did TNT get over here? I had to make a big sacrifice for this. But it's fine. Because we're here next to talk about the 4th amazing build you can do in this version. You couldn't do before. That took so long. That was like a 10-minute diversion. But you know, okay, now we know how to do that. If you ever cause this in your world and you're like, I have so many builds here I care about, because I do. I have all these big things. I don't have much of a like item frame anymore. But I have some things I care about here. Now we fixed that. So let's move on to the next thing in this version that you can do that you couldn't do in the old one, and that is have proper spectator stands. Before, you just had to have like stairs of like a head placed down on them, but now you can have armor stands out, and the best thing about the armor stands is they can even hold an item each, so you can have like have them hold something to like signify they're going for Team Blue or something. I don't know, you can decide what you really want from each one, but the fact that you can have these armor stands, put the Steve heads on them, and make them look like people, again, from a distance, this looks like people, especially if you give them like some leather armor, or you give them something that looks like real armor, you can have like real people in the stands, which is pretty great. Also, because of the way the armor stands react on this version, it's kind of true in the old version, but it's a little bit more true here. You can have the armor stands like, you know, they're not like one per block, they're like kind of next to each other sometimes, even though these guys' heads are like literally combined, and you know, there's a lot of weird situations, but my point being is you can now like have this, and you can't just do it with like 40, because I think the armor stand limit was something ridiculous like 32 before. You can have like 40 or 50 of these, or you can have literally 200 if you want. This is, I think, about 150. You can have this many armor stands, and even though they're all entities, and even though they should cause a bit of lag, you don't actually cause lag with these until you go into like the deep 200s, I find. So yeah, a fun little thing you might not have known you could do before. So yeah, the 5th thing you can do, I kind of showed it off, I kind of had to do it, I should say, to kind of make, to get rid of this llama farm. So again, you want to be really careful when you're doing something like this, because again, that's dangerous. But the fact that I can do that is pretty nuts. The fact that you can make builds at a distance like that without ever going too close to them yourself. Okay, we got some dead unloaded chunks. That's fine. Totally intentional. So yeah, basically the fact that we can do that is really fun, because it means we can do stuff like have a bedrock wall going through a mountain. It means we can, you know, have some, you can basically make explosions happen at a distance this way. You know, make one redstone block, make one TNT, and then you can detonate an explosion despite not being near it, which I think is really fun by itself in creative, but you can also use this to make giant builds. So if I want to make a big wall, yeah, build a wall, make the something pay for it, you know, the usual joke. Then what you have to do is you have to take this thing, and you have to just, like, take the things I did. Okay, so wait. I had a bedrock wall to remove the thing. We'll go up, we'll find the exact same thing, and now we can make a bedrock wall which is inordinately large, and we can make a custom map that way easier. Do you know all those cauldrons you saw before, 50 by 50? That's 2,500 cauldrons, plus they're like 2 or 3 deep. But do you want to know how I place them? All you have to do is use a /fill command, and all of this took me literally, you know, 40 seconds to make. I mean, doing the coordinates on the command can be tricky sometimes, but you know, even if that takes you some time, the fact that this took me 40 seconds as opposed to literally half an hour or 40 minutes is a really good show of, like, this has to be fixed so badly. Yeah, it's a really good show of, like, how well you can do the fill tool, and there's so many amazing things you can do with it. I went in a whole video about, like, oh, it's cool for doing this and that, but let's just show you, like, some weird examples right here. So if we want to take our exact same, example from before, but let's say instead of going to -90, we go to -900, and then we probably don't want to do it here, actually. You want to get a lot further away. But then we can make like a giant wall of TNT if we want to. We can make a giant wall of anything we want to, and it'll look like we placed it ourselves. Or again, that's kind of like, if anyone doesn't know about the full command. So we can have like 900, and let's just have a wall of cake. Let's have a ludicrously, you know, long size wall of cake right here, and we can do that. That goes about 820 blocks that way. Oh, it goes outside the world, because I haven't been there yet. So, you can't actually go all the way, beyond places you've been. But we can go to, something a little bit more reasonable, like -180. Again, I don't think I've even been that far. But you can place, like, a ludicrous amount of stuff. That would be 500 cakes right there, if I'm not mistaken. And we can place it easily, 606. My maths is a little bit off. But as you can see, we go this way a little bit. And then there should be a giant wall of cake. I'm not sure where the cakes actually are. But there is a giant wall of cake somewhere around here. It says it filled in the blocks, but didn't. But you can also use this to cause effect. So if you like the effect kind of challenges, you can also use it like I've done before to have gravel placed in the sky to just cover an area in gravel. This is an 80 by 80 square of gravel I placed before to just cover an area in it, which again, kind of a fun thing you can do if you don't know about it. As you can see right here, this causes some frame rate dips, but again, you're just covering an area in so. Oh, look at the way. Okay, that is fascinating to see it like cover the trees. Have you ever wanted to cover an area in gravel? You can do that. The number of custom game things you can do with it, the number of like things that have been made easier building this way. Like if I have a big flat area here, right? What if I want to build just a giant, stone brick base for a building, or I want to build a wooden mansion or something? All you have to do is take, so let's just say, take this exact same coordinates right here, make it relative in a better way. So we'll make it like, instead of being relative 0, actually, yeah, we'll keep being relative 0. People will be like, oh yeah, so let's go relative 0, relative 0, relative 0, and then we do the exact same thing again. Again, what these the first 3 sets of commands are your first 3 coordinates, and then the next ones are where you want to go to. So let's just have a 50 by 50 by 0 area. So relative 50, relative 0, and then relative 50 again. And now we can have a 50 by 50 square base of something you want to build with. So if you want to have like, let's say birch planks, so you want to build a wooden mansion, you can do that. Do you want to have stone bricks, so you can build this giant epic mansion style thing? Then you can totally do that. So, it's stone underscore brick, I guess it'd be. You can even make it out of like weird blocks like stone stairs, stone slabs. Yeah, actually, stone slabs are one a lot of people like building with. So let's use stone slabs just to have that many going in this sort of a place. And let's show you how you can build just like that. This giant area for you to build your, build your thing on, and the fact that you can just make stuff like this, it's almost like custom super flat within your existing world. You can have this like giant area for building on, and once you remove the trees, which again probably shouldn't be here, we could go higher up. Now we have this amazing building area that we can just work with. And again, for creative players, this is such a big deal. For if you don't use commands, then I'm working on like a tutorial every command, like giving you a basic gist of the whole thing. But the fact that you can do so many more powerful things like this is kind of something I'm trying to see as more of a benefit, because it is a benefit. It's just you got to be able to take advantage of it. And although it can lead to this, if you mess up, flashbacks to the time I had to kill 1,000 llamas or something like that. It can also lead to more fun things like this. Imagine this wasn't broken. And it can lead to the amazing situation where you saw just in this video, I came up with the idea, I made the idea happen, and now I have this amazing building surface, or I can cover an area in gravel. You can do so many things. Oh, by the way, 50 by 50 isn't like the biggest area we can make. We can go way bigger than this. We can go like 256 by 256. We can go so giant with these things we're making, and that's kind of cool if you ask me. But let me know what you think in the comments down below of all of these builds. Sorry for the sidetrack on the thing that went on there. But this video was fun for me, at least. I hope it was for all of you as well. You can like it if you liked it, you can share it if you really liked it, and you can subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel. And if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Just a reminder, you can in fact have these guys go on the cauldrons, as well as any mob, which means you can do stuff like this, where like, oh no, he's drowning, or maybe that's not your thing. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.